All right, folks, we've got a full house today with the Smollett. That's it, right?
Yes.
Smollett's, the family here. Their new book, Recipes and Moments from a Nomadic Life, The Family Table. Welcome to Jussie, Jazz, Jurnee, and Jake.
Yeah.
Got it all. How y'all doing?
Mommy Janet over there.
That's Mommy?
That's Mommy.
I didn't know Mommy was, hey, Mommy, you got to come wave. Janet was my mother's name.
Oh,
really?
Yeah, sure was.
Wow.
So that's
What
the
was
best.
her middle name?
Elizabeth.
Oh, okay.
If it was Faye, we were going to be done.
So you all have lived everywhere, and everywhere you've been, you've learned how to cook. The book talks about how Mom would set up the table and the cooking space. But you all travel and journey a lot. Why so? Why, Jake? Why have you all been such journey folk?
By the time I was around, we were in the industry. We grew up acting as kids, and our mom was our manager, and she would just take us around, and we would move to different cities to do different jobs, and jobs would take us to different cities. So we moved 13 times by car from LA to New York growing up. So the book is really about that nomadic life and how our mom built the family table with her bare hands, and how we would always come back to that table for dinner. No matter how crazy our lives were, we always knew we had that dinner to ground ourselves.
And Jurnee, everywhere you all went, it seems you learned something about the local fare or the local recipes, right?
Yeah, we have such an eclectic mix of recipes in the book because our experiences growing up were very diverse. Like my mom's from New Orleans, so we definitely have the Creole influence in our cooking, but throughout our travels we would just kind of pick up different influences, whether we were here in New York, which most of us were born here, or if we were in San Fran, or driving through Garlic Town in California. I mean, like throughout our travels we would always seek out different flavors and different tastes and want to know how are they making it, but what's so funny is growing up, like there are recipes in this book we didn't realize we were the only people who made these recipes this way. Like, come to find out, people don't put potatoes and sauce on their meatloaf.
Like on it.
Like on top of the meatloaf.
Like the meatloaf is wrapped with mashed potatoes.
This is something that we did growing up. Like, Mommy, you made the meatloaf like this and just put...
This is really this weird. Like, this is so weird, y'all. Like, we went on Rachel Ray, was it yesterday?
Yeah.
And she didn't know. And we're like, Rachel, let us put you on, boo. Let us show you some things. This is the queen.
I've never seen that before either.
Yeah,
That's
apparently
so
no one
strange.
has.
And when you...
Well, we invented it, I guess.
Mom?
And you can only get it in the Family Table, Recipes and Moments from a Nomadic Life, available now where all good books are sold.
and you all can, because it's a book of recipes you all can learn how to do. Where did you pick that up?
Mommy.
The
meatloaf and then
that was
Yeah,
what Mommy
Mommy, where
always
did you
made
get
it.
that?
That's what...
She wanted meat and potatoes.
Yeah, exactly. And she mashed the potatoes.
She's like, I'm busy.
And put mashed potatoes
I'm busy
on
with
top
the
of-
movement. I don't have time for this. Put those potatoes on that meatloaf.
But there's a lot of like one pot dishes in there, particularly ones that you can feed big groups on, because being 6 kids,
And you always want to have a celebration. You always want to have, the neighborhood kids over, or friends, or, or just yourselves to have a party. So one pot meals are good.
So you all would feed your friends.
the whole
Yeah.
Oh gosh,
they would
our mom would
definitely-
make
Once we got
bread.
a little bit more money. Because
No, but
in the
they used to
beginning,
come
but
in our house
at
and
Wings
take
in
Take
New
yogurt.
York though, we wasn't feeding nobody's children, because we ain't had it like that. Once we moved to LA, we had a little something.
Oh, I see. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That, yeah, sure, they could have a piece of the bread that Mommy would make.
She made
But
the best French bread.
The best
From
bread
scratch.
from scratch.
bake it in the
And they
oven.
would come, and she would just sit butter and bread on the table, and be warm French bread, fresh out the oven.
Bread
for
make
the
you
bread
spread.
maker.
Right, it does. Indeed, it does. And you all were able to sit down as a family and have meals together.
Yes.
Pretty often.
through anything, and the table was the place that no matter what you were going through, you went there and you shared your successes and your failures, and we talked about race and politics and sports and music and art, and
turn the TV off.
It was
absolutely,
absolutely.
Absolutely.
Anita Baker, Stevie
There was
Wonder
no texting because there was no such thing as texting.
Phones.
Like we had a word processor, and we thought that we were dope. So it was definitely that time of family where it was like nothing else in the world, everything else in the world mattered, but nothing else in the world mattered except us talking about what mattered in the world.
And life was hectic, but
that's what amazes me, because most people, now I mean, you all are younger than I am, and a lot of people stop doing that. Sitting down at the dinner table, having meals together, turning off the television, everybody's running and ordering out all the time. So it's amazing that you, Mom, were able to keep that alive with this generation.
I mean, and we understand too, because people do have, it's a crazy world, it's crazy life, but at the same time you do have to make time sometimes, and it's not necessarily going to be a daily thing. For us, we were blessed because growing up, it was for the most part, it was a nightly thing that we always set at the table. But we get that it's not. But you've got to make time for certain things. You've got to make time. That is a part of self-care.
Yeah.
Is taking time with whomever it is that you love, your makeshift family, your whatever it is. You've got to make time to just talk and just be there. Yeah. Even if you're making a meal for yourself. Like I live in Chicago, and it's alienating sometimes because I'm so used to being around my family. But even in those moments, you have to make time to sit and make a meal and just sit down, even if it's by yourself, and just unwind and eat.
So do you all do that with your families now? I know two of you have families, right?
Yeah.
So because we don't have children, we don't have families?
Well, no, I'm not saying
so we
that.
just familyless.
I know the sisters are married. I just wasn't sure if the brothers. Honestly,
nope.
No. You both are married, right? Or not?
Nope.
Are you married?
So now you're calling us out because we couldn't hook nobody.
I'm saying
he can't win for losing, right?
and he sounds really
just
defensive.
Exit.
Okay,
He's real defensive for no reason. I'm talking specifically.
I like long walks on the beach.
Because you were talking about how Mommy used to have us sit at the table, all of this. He's asking a question of parental experience.
Yeah, with your spouse and everything. Are you all
Jazz? Why don't you answer that?
Are you all sitting around the table?
We try to, and this is the thing. Yeah. Like, I'm gonna be honest, life gets hectic and chaotic now, and I try to make that definitely a priority. Like sitting at the table, like not sitting in front of the TV eating dinner for sure. But I definitely think having that celebration around the meal is important, and it's something I definitely strive to. I have a 3-year-old, so of course for her to sit there the entire time is like a challenge, and then she gets up and then she comes back, and then it's still a process. Like we're there together. Like it's not it's and she understands community and family and all of this, and oftentimes we're celebrating with the entire family in different ways, or with her cousin, or there's a lot of community and family involved, and I think that's the essence of the family table, and the essence of why that's important, sitting at the table, even if you are jumping up every 5 minutes to sing Let It Go from Frozen or something.
Or Hurt People now.
Yeah, now that's her
some
name.
of my music.
Thank you, Jake.
How about you, Jurnee?
Jazz and I live so close in Los Angeles that most days out of the week we do dinners together.
Okay, good. Okay.
And then bathe the babies and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, I think that's definitely the goal, is to try to do that as much as you can. But again, life is hectic, and so it's about finding the moments to really take time to be present. To make certain boundaries where you don't have a cell phone at the dinner table, or, you can create an atmosphere that is inviting, and just over a meal, you can nourish your soul.
Now, the other thing that's interesting, too, that's also rather rare, Jake, you're a chef, and did you watch your mom? Is that how you learned how to cook? Because a lot of us brothers don't do that either. We don't observe and take it in, we stick our finger in and taste, or lick the spoon or something, but we ain't trying to learn nothing. I know I didn't.
Yeah, I mean, definitely learned from my mom. I always say that it was a festive event, making dinners.
That's great.
She involved all of us in that process, and looking back on it, she definitely had a plan of starting us off at 6, 7. We figured out on this book tour that we all started cooking at 6 or 7. There was a plan for this.
This was intentional, Mommy.
This was intentional.
Yeah, the boys. It was so. We heard all the time. You better know how to cook. She's like, it's just important. It's important for a boy to know how to cook than a girl. And then we heard collectively, all of us, you better know how to cook because it's important to be self-sufficient.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So there was never a. The girls certainly were not the only ones up in the kitchen.
No. And he was cooking, I mean, entire meals. Definitely. I mean, cooking before that.
Who's the best cook out of the 4 of you?
Mommy.
You want to tell us, Mom, who's the best cook?
No, I'm saying she the best cook.
But I mean, out of the 4 of you, who's the best one?
We all have specialties.
Really?
We're keeping it
We
PC.
did Questlove's podcast last night.
Okay.
And it all hit the fan.
Okay.
And there was a moment where we all just admitted that it was Jake.
Really? Okay.
So
But-
y'all can fool
I didn't
and lie
say
on
that.
this show.
I didn't say that.
We did. I said
I
it,
didn't
and
say
Jazz
that.
said it.
No, Jazz. I would say for sure.
Jazz had a lot of coffee last night, so she said
Jazz
some things she would
did.
regret
Yeah,
today.
exactly.
Jazz was on that coffee crack.
I had 3 sips, y'all.
Yeah, no,
Jazz,
but
they
Jazz
had
was.
you
You were
lit.
like
Okay,
lit.
well, I will say this. I am definitely the best baker.
Yeah.
I will give Jake, like the savory. I like to eat the savory the most, but I think he might have a little bit up on me.
Jazz is the bean queen.
Jake
Jazz
is
is
a
the
scientific cook, though. Jake actually knows the science. Like, he's a professional, he could talk to Bobby Flay and say, "What up, doe?" and be and like go toe to toe.
Jazz could too now.
Taste wise,
Yeah.
no. But listen though, taste wise, any of us could go against Bobby Flay.
Absolutely.
Come on, Bobby,
Hey, Bobby.
Bobby's in
Come
the
on,
building,
Bobby.
right?
But what I'm saying is that
Bring
he
it.
knows the science. Like, he would be able to talk about. He's gone to Italy and studied and learned, taken classes on how to make pasta. He's done he knows those certain things that we haven't done because we've been working hard and making money for the youngins to be able to have those dreams. We crawled so he could run.
So you've been
Thanks, Jussie.
you've been to school to study the culinary arts. Is that what he's saying?
No, I've done classes like where I've made it a point to take classes wherever I travel, Jamaica,
Okay.
Italy, Singapore, that kind of stuff. But I enrolled in culinary school and dropped out because I just felt like
Culinary school dropout.
this ain't for me.
Well, it sound like you really needed it. It
No.
sound like you all kind of got it. You had
Yeah, and
the best teacher.
best teacher, our mom, and
Just from experience.
Yeah,
doing
exactly.
yeah, just having a big family. Like, you had to do it out of necessity
Yeah.
to be able to support this farm
Survive.
family.
If you go to culinary school at 18, it's equivalent to if you started cooking at 7 and didn't go to culinary school. You got the same great education years, and it was
Right,
dedicated
so
to you.
Yeah, so you really need it because
Yeah.
you all started at that young age.
Right.
Do either of you have in this cookbook a absolute favorite dish?
The 7th Ward gumbo, Mommy's
Yeah,
gumbo.
Mommy
Seven
7
words.
words.
Let's just talk about the gumbo because we really thought long and hard about whether we should give that recipe
Right.
away.
Yeah.
That is one of the longest recipes in our family and our most prized possession because we didn't get that often. When we got it, it was like, dang, we eating gumbo. Like New Year's, holidays, that kind of
It was
birthdays.
such a treat. Yeah.
It was a real treat.
So
to
what
get
made
gumbo.
what helped you make the final decision to give it away?
When
The
our mom
money.
gave us the okay.
The money.
Write us a check.
you.
We'll lease out our souls. I'm just
can't
kidding. I'm
stand
absolutely
you.
kidding. I'm absolutely joking. We won't sell them, but we'll rent it out. Lease option. I'm absolutely kidding.
Hate him.
Well,
so
well,
much.
this is great, folks. Before we go, let's just go around the table and any projects. We know you're Empire in music still, but anything new coming up that we need to know about? You want to tell us about?
I'm going on tour.
Okay.
The tour starts May 17th in Oakland. I mean, I'm doing some spot dates in Germany, Switzerland, doing the Cannes Film Festival, but I start the tour on May 17th. I'll be in, it goes all the way through LA, May 24th, New York, May 27th, to DC, Detroit, Chicago, Houston, Atlanta, all of those great cities. So we're going on tour.
Website where people can look up the tour date?
Jussie Smollett Music with a C.com.
Jussie Smollett Music. See. All right, Jazz, what about you? What are you up to? You're
I
doing
have
What's Up Moms? Is that still happening?
I did something on there. I did
Okay.
a lifestyle segment on The Real. I am a party architect and lifestyle blogger. So I have my lifestyle blog, jazzsmollett.com, where I talk everything entertaining, food-based, mom-based, of course, self-care,
All right. Well, that's great. Jurnee, what about you?
I start shooting this really exciting project in July. I can't talk about it yet, though. Sorry.
You can. Okay. Can you tell us where it's going to be seen?
On a really exciting platform.
Okay. That's a little bit of a hint. We work with that.
That has three letters in it.
We all so miss.
The network has 3 letters in it.
Underground.
We
I know
all
you
so
was about
miss
to say.
Underground.
I know it.
I know.
it.
Such a shame.
We get so many, like when we're doing Facebook Lives and things, people's comments or questions, so many times are about that.
I know.
No, because if you didn't do anything else,
Literally.
your place in history is secure.
Literally.
Bless
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
And
Yeah.
she was 8 months pregnant doing all them stunts. Most
So
of them.
how's the baby? How many months is?
Hunter is a year and a half on Sunday.
Time flies.
Yeah. He's grown so big. He's running and talking and giving me.
You enjoying being a mommy?
Huh?
You enjoying being a mommy?
Oh my gosh. It is the most intense love I've ever experienced in my life. It is the greatest thing. And
Until
I don't
they
know
become
how.
teenagers.
You got teenagers?
Yeah.
Oh,
I have
really?
One, yeah.
Oh.
I've had 2, but I'm dealing with the last one now. So
Dealing with the last one.
yeah. We don't know nothing. Get ready for it. They don't think we ain't smart no more. We just roll the eyes, all the kind of stuff. Don't know what's
I think
going
it'll go down in television history as one of the greatest moments, not because she's our sister either. One of the greatest moments in television history in Underground when they showed Rosalie's pregnant belly.
Yeah, all of that.
And Hunter deserved an Emmy.
Yeah.
He did some good belly acting.
They had just show you, man. They had me on MSNBC yesterday. They had me come over to talk about Meek Mill, and my 15-year-old was like, "What do you know about Meek Mill?" Like I wasn't even qualified, to go talk about it.
Oh wow.
So get ready. I mean, it's coming. It's coming. Jake, what's up with you, man? What are you working on right now?
I just launched my new YouTube channel.
All right.
YouTube.com/Jake Smollett, and my blog. There's a lot of recipes, weekly recipes, jakesmollett.com.
This book is important, folks, not only for the recipes and great food, but we need to get back into the habit
we do.
of being around one another, sitting down at the kitchen table, talking. Mom, won't you come around here at least wave? Can you at least do that so we know? We love you, though.
Being on the camera.
Mother Janet.
She has her sunglasses on, y'all, because the lights in here are still too bright.
Oh, bless your heart. Thank you. Thank you. It's
she
such
lives
an honor
with
to
that
meet you.
on, by the way.
Well, great. Thank you. You have done a great job.
Give it up for Mommy.
Janet.
You should be very, very proud, Mother Janet. All right, folks. The family table recipes and moments from a nomadic life. It's incredible. Check it out. And don't just, get the recipes and think about eating. Think about sitting down with your family and your children and turning the television off. That's when my grandmother's home. That's what we do. You turn the TV off.
Yeah.
We turn the TV off, say grace, and then sit down and talk and have a meal. That's how you get to share things.
For the culture, y'all.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, also, America Divided is coming. Me and Mommy produced that. America Divided is coming on Epix on May 4th.
May 4th.
I believe.
Yes.
And that's we go to Memphis and Alabama, Birmingham. We go so many places interviewing the descendants of people, men and women that have been lynched, and the descendants of men and women that did the lynching.
So that's great. And they're opening the museum.
Yeah, I interviewed it
in Montgomery.
I interviewed it. You
interviewed the museum.
I interviewed Robert Stevenson, who's Brian Stevenson, who's doing the I said Robert Stevenson, who did the makeup on Eve's Bayou.
It's early
or did
in
the
morning,
hair. I interviewed Brian at the site, so it's pretty great.
Yeah.
Pretty great.
Congratulations to all of you. I wish y'all brought a little food with you too.
I know.
So everybody
right?
keeps saying
It's so rude of us.
y'all, but these are true items that if you brought them, they would go bad because they're fresh.
Yeah, right. Because they're fresh. That's right. Bless you all. Keep up the
Bless
great work.
you.
So many great
so
things
much.
you're doing. The Family Table, folks. Check it out. Recipes and moments from a nomadic life. Much love to Mother Janet. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.